Hey, our friends over at TeamNet here have another case tournament results for us, and this is from December 27th. So let's look at this, shall we? We're going to do this in a little bit different style of a breakdown than normal here. So we had a pretty big chunk of Eldritch here for what this is worth. Dinosaurs looking kind of thick. We've got Virtual World looking kind of thick. A decently small representation for Drytron. Dogmatica Altergeist. I don't know if you guys have noticed as of late, but Dogmatica Altergeist looks like it's going to be the rogue pick to kind of counteract some of the metagame. I do like what the diversity in that particular build brings to the table. So that's kind of nice. And then I see here we have Dogmatica Invoked. Alright, we have Dragon Wink. Really? Dragon Link was... Okay. We have Hero, Brain Kids, Zodiaku, and then Other was a pretty fat category. So that looks like your overall general breakdown here. So we had 5 Eldritch, 4 Dinosaur, 4 Virtual World, 3 Drytron, 2 Altergeist, 2 Dogmatica Invoked Eldritch, 2 Dragon Link, 2 Hero, 2 Brain Kids, 2 Zodiac. Our other were Cyber Dragon, Dark Magician, Dogmatica Shadal, Fluffle, Infernoble, Mathmech, Orcust, Phantasm Spiral, Phantom Knights, Thunder Dragons, and 1 Unchained. Huh. So that's a pretty interesting breakdown for Top Cut. Alright, for participants. Alright, Top Cut. Let me guess this goes exactly how I think it does. Alright, so we have 2 Drytron in Top Cut. That doesn't surprise me at all. This deck is pretty much the go-to best deck of the format. Dogmatica Invoked Eldritch. 2 of them things. Alright, no Zodiac Eldritch, by the way, just Dogmatica Invoked. Did Zulich just die? I kind of wonder that. 1 Virtual World. Hey, you guys remember... I know we were wrong, but like... Virtual World, by the way. We had 1 Unchained in Top Cut. That's kind of interesting. I still think that this is like the best rogue pick for the metagame. We have Phantom Knights. And then, yeah, that's right. That's an Infernoble Knight deck that actually succeeded and did well. Wow. I'm not exactly sure what I'm supposed to say about that, but... finally, and this is all post-ban list, by the way, so whatever that this deck is doing at this point in time means that it found success without Smoke Grenade. Maybe we're into a good point here. So first place, I see here that we have Yield, Yield Drytron. So 1 Lancey in the main. That is... I guess, like, there was no dinosaur here at all, which means that the 1 Lancey was probably dead, but for the most part, I feel like we bring this as, like, a counter pick to kind of push out some of the metagame. Natasha, Ben 10s are standard. They play the 1 monster for Drytron. I know a lot of people are kind of on the fence about playing this, and I understand that. I guess it's up to you in the course of your general deck building if you want to play this card, but alright, so we're opting to at least play 1 of this. Outside of that, the rest of the main deck, very, very standard. Like, you have your arguable tech slots of the Lancia, the Draconius monster. Side deck looks very standard, and the extra deck looks very, very standard. Alright. Second place had his deck list withheld. Wonder what he was playing. Alright, so it wasn't the... it was probably another Drytron. It was another Drytron? Nope. Alright, so we have the PK accounted for, and then I know Infernoble's all the way down. Okay, alright. Next up, so second place withheld, sure, Phantom Knights. So we have the triple Ash Blossom, the Seer package, the Snake, the Jackalope. Alright, triple Ghost Spell to counteract the metagame. Yeah, still got the standard little BA package. Wielder and Tracker, Dragoon Package, Skullmeisters to push out more of the metagame. Yeah, so this is still going to be make Dragoon punish the opponent the deck. Pretty standard stuff here. Side deck, I like the little shark in here for time, by the way. Alright, ping your opponent for 100 for each banished monster. Some time shenanigans there. Next up, we have Michael Wade's Virtual World deck. So we also, I mean, honestly, like, you don't get very, very, very much leeway with this deck. Like, you still have your standard hand traps in here. Foolish Burial Goods are at 2. You don't want to play 3, mess with your results. Triple Desires is pretty standard. Yeah, this looks about where it would be. Extra deck, we're not playing Chao Fang. Alright, that's interesting. We've opted to not play the Chao Fang. Side deck is very standard here for Michael Wade's list. Doesn't surprise me in the least. Next up, we have Drytron. Alright, so basic stuff here. We're not playing the big ritual monster for this build. Vandy's Ruler check. The one Herald. I've definitely noticed the Herald of Ultimateness seems to be the way that we're going with this deck. Outside of that, main deck, meaning the 2 copies of the ritual, I guess this duelist loses to DD Crow a lot to push for that particular choice here. So that's interesting. Extra deck looks very standard. Side deck looks very standard. I don't have anything else too much to say about this. This is pretty straightforward. We have the 2 heralds, the 1 purple, yeah. Ooh, some good eat. Some good eat indeed. Alright, so we have Unchained here. So, wow, Unchained maining D-Barrier, actually. So this is going to slow down the progression of the opponent. We also have the double trap tricks in here. This is actually really cool. So we can actually just lower the amount of our traps from the maximum 3 down to 2. Put in the 2 trap tricks. Because we have access to the Torrentials, the Imperms, the Heavy Storm Dusters. I'm a little bit on the fence about the Heavy Storm Duster. Most of the top decks in the metagame don't even play back row really at the moment. So this kind of feels a little bit like a waste towards dedication, but I can understand why we would be doing this. Also gives us access to pop our traps during the opponent's turn so that we can interact with the opponent through that. So I guess I'm just not a huge fan of that. It's kind of interesting though. Also see maximum 3 ofs in the extra deck here. Jigga yikes. I mean, we are playing extra, so it makes sense. Side deck looks very the anti-spell arrow, magic arrows. And then the Mask of Restricts. Mask of Restrict to stop ritual summoning? Huh. That's kind of cute. I like that. Alright. Next up, we got some Invoke, Dogmatic, or Eldritch. That means that second place would have been the missing Eldritch list. Monster lineup is very standard. Alright. The only thing you can argue is if you want to play Ghost Spells, but alright. Makes sense. I see here that we have the books. Only 2 Cursed Eldland, though. Huh! What a champion! Now we've gone down to the double Cursed Eldland and a Mystic Mine in the deck. That's kind of disgusting, actually. I like that. Alright. Only 1 Haguero. Interesting. We really reduced that package. Alright. And then Infernoble Knights. What do you do now? So we have Ghost Bells to counteract the metagame. I still see that we still have our same basic Warrior Toolbox. Are we just gear-free turbo at this point? Like, is our game plan to pressure out the opponent's monsters? I see we also have access to Aqua Dolphins still to pressure the opponent. Okay. Still see that we have our Searchers. I'm not by any stretch of the imagination a expert on this deck, but I still see that Isolde gives us access to the toolbox. I see here that we have access to Shenshin. I see True King of All Calamities here. Are we a True King of All Calamities turbo deck? Are we doing what everybody else is doing? Power tool for Stame Shenanigans. Borderload Savage. And I also see here that we've got the Trishula Fusion, so that probably gives us our other monster to get access to for the True King. Huh. Interesting. I actually want to know how consistent Kenny Fam's list actually is. Huh. Well, I mean, it's the return of Infernoble Knights. We'll take that, right? So, guys, please leave a comment down below. Tell me what you guys think. I look forward to reading what you guys think about these lists. And I will see your beautiful faces back here later on in the day. Peace out. Thank you, patrons, for making the ride never truly end. Without you guys' support, well, I would probably be doing Truffle Shuffle videos for a living. Guys, please check out VanCool40 for all of your Cardfight Vanguard content brought to you by MCool40. And if you are looking to pick up singles, check out mcoolgames.com for your trading card game needs. Thanks for watching, everybody.